Good morning, students. Today we are going to start the next topic of partnership fundamentals, that is partnership deed. Students, when you want to play any game, you decide the rules and regulations related to that particular game in advance so that you can play the game without any disputes or conflicts. So as in the business also, if you wish to run a business organization under partnership with your friends or relative or any other person, you need to have certain rules and regulations decided in advance that may remove the possibilities of the disputes or the conflicts in future. There might be a situations arises in future where the partners do not get any solution to get rid of any conflict or dispute. These partnership deed may be helpful to the partners to have guidance and direction to resolve the issues. So we are given here when the persons have agreed to enter into the partnership and run the business, it is essential for them to have good relation, mutual confidence and goodwill. It is therefore essential to have a clear understanding of the terms of agreement amongst them. This agreement can be oral or written. A document containing the agreement in writing amongst the partner is called the partnership deed. So partnership deed is nothing but the written agreement between two or more persons for managing the affairs of the partnership. It is not legally compulsory that every partnership firm need to have a partnership deed. But if the partnership deed is there, then it becomes very helpful for us to resolve the disputes. A firm can have the oral or written agreement. It is always advisable to have a written agreement. So whenever the dispute arises among the partners, we can take the help of this particular partnership deed. Now, what is written in the partnership deed? General rules and regulations are written. Terms and conditions of conducting the activities are written. Who will be eligible for what? That is also written. So it differs from organization to organization. Whatever you wish to record, you can. But there are certain things which need to be recorded, like details of the partners, details of the firm, principal place of business, nature of business, commencement of the partnership, capital contribution. It is quite possible that some partners may be having more money and some may be having the lesser money. So who will be contributing what amount, that is decided in advance. Interest on capital, if they will be allowed interest on capital, at what percentage interest will be allowed to them, that is also decided in advance. Interest on drawings, whether the partners will be eligible to withdraw the money for their personal expenses or not, that is also written. And if they are allowed to withdraw the money, at what percentage the interest on drawings will be charged. What will be the profit sharing ratio among the partners? Then interest on loan, that is also decided in advance. If it is not agreed, then 6% per annum interest on loan is provided to the partners. Remuneration to the partners means salary, commission, bonus, if any allowed to the partners, then also it is decided. Then valuation of goodwill. Goodwill is the extra earning capacity of business organization. Goodwill means the reputation. If in case when there is a change in the profit sharing ratio, how the goodwill will be valued, how the goodwill will be treated, rules related to this is also mentioned in the partnership deed. Then settlement of the disputes. If suppose there is any problem arises in future, how will that problems will be settled down, that is also written. Settlement of the accounts. There are different methods of recording the transactions, like a capital account is maintained by following the fixed capital method or fluctuating capital method. So which method will be adopted by the business organization, that is also decided. Then duration of the partnership, how long that partnership will be there in the existence, whether it will be at will or for a specific venture or for a specific time period, that is written. Then bank account operation, in case of death of any partner, how the accounts will be settled, valuation of the assets in case of admission or retirement or reconstitution of the firm, how the accounts will be settled down, that is also recorded. So in partnership deed we can include any terms, any conditions on which we feel there may be the disputes in future, we can decide it. Now, importance of the partnership deed. Legally it is not required to have the partnership deed, so it facilitates only the smooth functioning of the business organization. And suppose if you are playing a game without rules and regulation, many disputes will be there. Or if you are playing a game in which the rules and regulations are decided in advance, there will be the least chances of any disputes. So it facilitates the smooth functioning of the business, because if the rules and regulations are there, everybody will try to follow that rules and regulations. If everybody will be following the rules and regulation, there will be least chance of disputes. It regulates the responsibilities and the duties of the partners individually. It is written clearly that who is to do what, and if they are doing what they are supposed to do, everybody will be clear about their rights and duties. It resolves any disputes or misunderstanding that may arise among the partners. If there is any dispute, then that disputes can be sorted out very quickly when the partnership deed is maintained. It can be used as an evidence in the court of law to settle disputes. Now, provisions if the partnership deed is not maintained. Suppose your best friend wishes you to have in the partnership, and you have also joined the partnership without having any partnership agreement. You both have started the business, and then you have run that business organization successfully for 2-3 years, and after 2-3 years you are having certain points on which your opinions differs, and there is the situation of the disputes or the conflicts. Now there is no agreement, so the conflicts cannot be settled down. So in case when the partners are having no deed, then the rules and regulations or terms and conditions written in the Partnership Act 1932 that applies. Interest on capital. No interest on capital will be allowed to any partner. Whether a partner has invested 1 lakh rupee and the other partner has invested 10 lakh rupee, no interest will be allowed to any partner in case when there is no agreement. Interest on drawing. No interest on drawing will be charged on the drawings. Whether a partner has withdrawn nothing and the other partner has withdrawn 50,000 or 1 lakh rupee. Salary to the partners. Whether there is any active partner or inactive partner, no partner will be allowed any salary or any remuneration if not agreed. It means suppose if a partner claims that he should be given a salary of rupees 12,000, which has not been decided previously, as there is no agreement, he cannot be given any salary or any commission. So interest on loan. If there is no agreement as to pay the interest on loan, then interest on loan is allowed at the rate of 6% per annum. Profit sharing ratio. In case when there is no agreement, the profits and the losses are shared equally among the partners, irrespective of their capital investment.